Please like this video, leave a comment, and don't forget to share.
It's difficult to predict the result. We will do our best, and I hope that if we do our best, it will be enough to win. But if you look at the recent games, it's not a long time ago. I think they even beat Nigeria. So I think from this you can see what we have to expect. Anything is can be possible in football, and we are the favorites. But it's like I said, it's a different game. We have to break them. In football, we have seen first division clubs losing against third division clubs, big clubs losing against small clubs. So anything can happen. But I'm very sure if we give our best, and if we stick to our plan, and if everybody or the players have a good day or a normal day, then we should win.
Okay. Yes, Captain.
Yes, true that maybe we did not win in the last maybe 5 or 6, as you say, but we have seen a lot of progress. We've seen a lot of development in what we are doing. And if you look at the last 2 games, okay, we didn't win, but it took us to the World Cup, so I take it like a win. But yeah, tomorrow is a whole different ball game. When you play versus a team like Madagascar, who has everything to play for in Ghana, all the players want to show themselves and show what they can do versus one of the best African teams, and the team was going to Qatar. We have to expect that it's going to be very difficult. But we are ready, and we are going to give everything that we have to make sure that we get a win here and start on the right foot, because this campaign is going to be long with a lot of games, and it's always good to start it with a victory, because it gives a lot of confidence and strong mentality for the rest of the campaign.
Like I said, I was very impressed with the training, with the intensity of the training. I could see that the boys are out, everybody wants to play, and that's making it more difficult for me to decide who's going to play. And I think this is what I expect as well. So the guys look very, very sharp, ready. Although it's after the season, and I assume maybe 1 or 2 players will be tired, but they look good, they look sharp, and I'm very, very confident that if we bring this to the pitch tomorrow, we win. Yeah, I've been watching on videos some games, and the players we called, they make good impressions. So for me, it's also important to see them live in the training. And at the end, once we're on the pitch, I don't care who's local, who's not local, who's whatever. Small, big, it's performance. And this should decide. It's always the performance which should decide who is invited, and it's always the performance which should decide who is playing. Surely, some players are always ahead because experienced players who showed and who were leading the Ghana national team before, they have some advantage, this is for sure. But at the end of the day, it's the performance in the training and the performance in their clubs what brought them to the national team, and then at the end, it's the performance on the pitch which will bring them to the squad. And so for me, I don't care if you're a local player, you're not a local player, it's performance. So you asking why they're not there, or no?
How the absence will affect the team?
It's difficult to say. I think in all we have a good squad, and even though they're missing, and they're very, very important players of our squad, but yeah, I think when we saw the Nigerian game where we had 8 injuries of players who would normally play or are close to play, and then also we had 2 suspensions from our captain and Benjamin Tete, and we saw that like the boys who came up, they did well. So I'm very, very confident. We have a good squad. We have a good mentality, good players who can show up. Even some players, maybe some people don't know as much, but we feel very, very confident seeing them training, and we can. I think we have proven that we have a squad which can replace any player. And therefore, yeah, very, very confident and looking forward for the match. They have a good squad. Not to be underrated, very, very good. They're really good players. And like I said, they beat Nigeria, so anything said, we can't underrate them. It's going to be tough. It's a different match. Sometimes it's maybe sounds weird, but sometimes it's more difficult to play against teams where you are the favorite, where everybody have different expectation, where you have to show, and then you don't know why the ball is not going into the net. Sometimes these are more difficult games than a game where you are not so under pressure, where everybody thinks, oh, they will beat you. It's sometimes easier to play against Portugal than Mozambique or Madagascar.
Okay.
Very good question. Really, really good. My style of play. I think really I adapt to the opponent. I take a close look on our opponent, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, and then based on that, and based on the performance on the pitch, I choose the players, the system, so it's flexible. It's really hard to say that this is my style of play. I have many styles, I think. So, and I think we showed it also. Even there were just 2 matches. It's like not representative, but this is my style: to be flexible, to be not readable, to adapt also to the opponent, to adapt to what I have. Yeah. But a good question, really good. Would be great if we can have a win. This is for sure. It's time for a win. I think, like your colleague said, the team hasn't won for some time, for some matches, so it would be good. I'm very, very confident that we can win. Let's say it like that. The second part was what again? I'm interested. Yeah, I'm not sure if Joseph Addo will make it to the game. There's an injury, but we see. It's getting better from day to day. We'll see. But this is the only injury player we have.
Okay, that's you.
I don't know. The last time I was here as an assistant, we played against South Africa. Everybody was positive, was supportive. Surely Kumasi was really, really massive. But Cape Coast was good as well. So we won, and everybody was happy, and we expect the spectators to be behind us, like they did in the last games. And I hope that if anything doesn't go well, they still support us. This is my hope, but because this is what we need. And at the end of the day, it's about to qualify. And when we do this, I think everybody will be happy. So, but like I said, if everything's going well, sure we can count on the spectators, and just hoping that if things maybe don't go well from the start, they are still behind us. But we have to do our job, and then everything will be good.
All right, 3 more questions.
Well, I think from what I've seen, like all the guys that have come in, honestly, are trying to buy into the project, try to buy into what's already installed here, with what is also being brought by coach. So no, only positives to say. It's true that a lot are young, are very young. So I think the expectations should be, limited with those players, and give them the time and the chance to really produce what they can produce. But I'm full of confidence and full of hope, because we can really see that Ghana Black Star has a present, especially also has a bright future, and for me that's very important, and we're going to keep working for the next games that are coming, but also to be ready for Qatar, who is coming very quick. C'est une très bonne équipe. Je les ai vus jouer, on les a vus à la CAN 2019, c'est ça? Je crois qu'ils sont allés en quart de finale. C'était une équipe très difficile à manœuvrer. Ils l'ont montré, ils ont battu le Nigeria il n'y a pas si longtemps que ça. C'est l'équipe qu'on connaît, on doit faire très attention. On doit être sur notre top niveau si on veut gagner ce match. Mais je pense qu'avec ce que j'ai vu depuis le début, on est sur la bonne voie. J'espère que ça va le faire. Et c'était quoi après?
Concernant votre absence lors des playoffs,
c'était très difficile, mais comme on a dit, on a un très bon groupe, une très bonne équipe. Et pas être là, c'était dur, mais pour l'instant, l'équipe a vraiment fait le boulot. J'ai été très fier et Dieu merci, on est en Coupe du Monde.
And like I said, we have some experienced players who showed that they have the quality. May I ask you if you were there when we beat South Africa 1-0?
Yes.
You were there?
Yeah.
How do you find this performance?
It was great.
Okay. So this is the answer.
Okay.
Question the call-ups.
yeah.
I don't know what, does it make any change? Like, when they come?
I'm saying that is it a trend that we are going to see that 3 days to the games, that's when the squad are going to release? Because
You're talking about the squad wasn't released 3 days.
The last time I called him was in February. We had good talks. I wanted to invite him. He told me his reason why he didn't want to come, and yeah, that's it. I have to accept it. This is the way it is. It was hard for me to understand because he had the opportunity maybe to join a team which is going to the World Cup, but he has his reasons and I have to accept it. And he congratulated us after our won, texted me, and yeah, it's okay. He's a good guy actually, but he had a big bad experience. But yeah, I have to say, football sometimes is hard as a player. Everybody had hard experience, also off the pitch, sometimes on the pitch. This is the business, it's very, very hard, and you have to find a way too. He has good qualities, and yeah, a little bit sad that he decided this way. He decided.
Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell for more.